Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jeremy, founder of QuickMail.io.
And this is Jack, Chief Lead Generation Officer at salesbread.com. Today, we've got part two of our T-Mobile versus AT&T cold outreach teardown, where we compare two big wireless providers. Look at Jeremy, you're having too much fun over there. And today, we're going to check out the follow-up to the T-Mobile outreach and then an email from AT&T that's pretty much trying to sell the same thing, but in a much different way. Should be an interesting look.
Yeah, I think episode 291 was the first teardown of the first email from T-Mobile. So we may want to either refresh your mind, look at it quickly. It's again a 10-minute teardown, or or just stay along for the ride.
Okay, so just before we do some screen sharing and look at the actual copy, let's hear from our sponsors, because today most B2B companies lack the time or expertise to turn cold prospects into warm sales qualified leads, and that can be frustrating. So at salesbread.com, we will bring you one lead every day, Monday through Friday, by sending ultra personalized cold emails and LinkedIn messages that you wish you wrote yourself. So if you don't love prospecting, personalization, copywriting, cold outreach strategy, deliverability, list building, following up, reply hand, everything in between, head over to salesbread.com, get in touch, or maybe you're not ready for that, but I encourage you to check out our content, learn something that'll help you do better outreach at your company today.
Booyah, do it. You know you want it. And that sounds like such a great offer. On my end, I'd say a slightly different thing. I'd say, like, today it's hard to scale an agency that manages cold outreach once you pass the 10-mark clients. In fact, probably even earlier. Keeping track of all those inboxes and their sending reputation becomes an absolute nightmare. Meanwhile, you worried about how to keep getting results for your clients, but your team doesn't have the visibility which they need in order to deliver value to their clients. Not to mention having to deal with unhelpful support every day, asking why some part of the tool is not working again. That's why some of the biggest cold email agency in the world chooses QuickMail. It's no drama. It just works, and you can scale your business without worrying that things will break while you're away. So if your operation is looking for the most robust, flexible cold email tool to scale your business, head over to QuickMail.io and start a trial, or even better, ask support for a demo. That's it.
Do it. Great. Let's dive straight in. But first, we need that 10-minute timer to keep us honest here.
Trusty 10 minutes timer. Here we go.
That's right. All right. The timer started. Do you see my screen, Jeremy?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Still hoping this is going to be. Ooh, that sounds like a bump follow-up.
Well, let's take a look. This is the follow-up to the T-Mobile email we reviewed in episode 291. Okay. It says, still hoping to connect with you. Hi, Jack. I'm still hoping we can set up a time to talk. I've worked with several businesses in your area and think T-Mobile could be a great fit for you. Would you still be interested in having a meeting with us via phone call or WebEx to discuss some T-Mobile solutions we have available for your business? T-Mobile has merged with Sprint and been able to beat our competitors' price upwards of 30 to 40%. We also have a test drive program where we send you a demo device to test out our 5G service. T-Mobile does a whole lot more than just cell phones and breaking into the business industry to better streamline your company and produce more revenue with savings and tools specific to your industry. Or could you give me a quick reply, A, B, or C, in response to which of these scenarios best describes you? A, wrong person. B, right person but wrong time. C, right person. Thanks in advance. Heyo.
Okay, there's a bit of both in this, actually.
How about this, Jeremy?
Yeah.
A bit of both. What do you mean, bit of both?
It's a bit of good, actually, and there's a bit of really bad, but there is also a bit of pretty good.
Yeah. So what's your
feeling or your sentiment?
It makes me think that there's 2 or 3 emails in one here. That's why it's too long. Okay. Right. It feels like we could break this into email 1.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of those things should have been said in the first email, like the 30 to 40%, beating competitor prices. I mean, like, why do you need to wait for the follow-up to say that, right? Lead with this.
Love it. Right? Okay, that's interesting. So there's a lot said here. Why don't we pick out the strongest lines? Do you think it's the discount of 30 to 40%?
Yeah, I think so, because that's like, hey, this is why we are reaching out to you, is because we usually beat our competitor by 30 to 40%. Is that worth a conversation with you? Right? That is
Now
that
you're
is one
talking.
opening. Maybe that's not the right one. Maybe people don't care, but 30 to 40%. I mean, I don't know. Like if this is on $20, no one will care. But if they were talking like $20,000, then now we're
Yeah.
talking. And then the follow-up would be a fantastic one with like, by the way, we got a demo tool device we're happy to send you at no extra charge. So you get to
There you
test
go.
yourself. I mean, that's a great like campaign in itself, right? Those are really
Yeah.
great. I'm hoping we can still set up stuff. It's like, I don't care about your hopes, man. Hopes and feelings and wishes and dreams. It's like, hope is
Yeah.
not a strategy anyway. So like, why do you even like mention it? Like, keep your hopes for yourself. I
Correct.
don't care.
Yeah. So, okay. So a couple of points. I agree these are the two strongest elements. And I think which one is stronger depends on the company. So watch this,
Yeah,
Jeremy. What I would have
I
done
agree.
from a list building perspective, I don't know these numbers, but the person who wrote this has access to it. And specifically, I'm curious, does the number of customer service reps, sales reps,
I
office
love it.
locations actually indicate how much they're spending on mobile plans?
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would stack it to the biggest spenders, and I would send them this 30 to 40% off. Because imagine a company's got 100 phone plan or something. Now, if you could save them 40% of their bill, you got their attention. That's very easy. You know what I mean?
It's true.
So, and mind you, a company with 3 cell phone plans, they may be more curious to get better devices. And if you can give them a test drive, they may care about that more, right? So,
Look at that,
that's
the
what I would
king
be.
of prospecting, Jack, the king of prospecting. I like
Let's
it.
take it one more layer. Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate that. And I will take that credit or that title. But what if you did this? Like, what if you knew that for every, I don't know. Okay. So in the construction industry, for every project manager, you know that they have a company phone. I think that's like an industry thing that I know about construction. Maybe there's a lot of other parallels, but I would say, okay, let's find construction companies with 50 project managers and then extrapolate how much they're probably spending and what they could be spending here. So it's like the call to action is like, I think we can save you 30, 40%. Just hit yes if you can, or just reply back with a number of phones you have,
I
and I'll
love
send
that.
you a quote.
I
So
love that.
just a number, and I'll get you a ballpark price of what you could actually be paying for the same, if not better service.
Love it. Love
Okay.
it. Man.
All right. And we're at the 5-minute mark. It's time to switch unless
We're
you
on
got anything
fire.
else.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's what do you got, AT&T? Yeah. Show us.
Let's see. Okay, AT&T, and here it is. Subject: crush your competition with AT&T Internet. Yes, yes. All
That's
right.
an unusual word for such a big company to talk about crushing. It
This
looks
email feels like they kind of said, "Hey,
Gary
if you're
Vee.
selling AT&T, you're welcome to just try whatever you think," which, that's nice. I
It's
think
funny. It
usually.
looks like a new SDR just been watching Gary Vee, and now
And,
like wants to like
and
go
had
at it.
4 cups of coffee,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
Okay,
now
here
I'm
it
curious to
is.
see the rest just for the entertaining value. Let's
Let's
have a
do
look.
this. Let's do this. It says, "Hello, my name is V.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your local AT&T representative who has been helping many businesses around your area become more productive and efficient by providing cutting-edge technologies and customized solutions that fits your business needs." It still goes. I can help you understand your business from a tech standpoint. Kill me. All right, that's it for me. I'm signing off.
That's hilarious.
I'm
Dude, you
tempted
don't
to
know how to
say
run your business. Give it to
this is
me.
the worst. This is the worst line I've ever read in a teardown because it's insulting at the same
That's
time.
right.
It's
like,
vague and insulting. I can
like,
help you
I don't
understand your
know
business
what you're
from a
doing,
tech
but I probably
standpoint.
can do it better than you.
Ugh,
It's kind of thing. Like, let
that's
me show you the
painful to
magic.
read. Oh Lord. All right. Let's carry on because there may be something here. Even the smallest changes can provide a significant advantage to your business. If you're open a new location, moving or opening a new business, I can help you. You may contact me via email or my cell, and I'll be more than happy to explain more in detail how to make your business enhanced, I think. Thank you, and I hope to hear from you soon. And then I did a screenshot of the signature here. It says, Here's the opt-out. Sample disclaimer: if you no longer wish to receive these emails, click on the following link, unsubscribe. And then an inspirational quote for us all: the biggest mistake a small business can make is to think like a small business. Okay. Okay, that's rough. That's rough stuff. The prize goes to T-Mobile.
Well, it depends what price you're talking about. If this is the most hilarious email you receive, then ATT really, I mean,
yeah, so
must be desperate for trying those tactics.
Okay, so here's what they tried, and I know this like consultative approach can be really nice. It's like if you're selling marketing services, hey, can I show you what works with XYZ? Happy just to share freely. That's nice. Like people will be open to that. We did an episode probably 200 episodes back. It was called Fox and the Crow.
Oh, yes. Love this episode.
Yeah. Fox and the Crow. And this is detailed in course.quickmail.io, where we just basically give you the keys to the cold email kingdom. Go there, take it for a risk-free test drive. You'll either get better at cold email really quickly, or you don't pay a dime. It's pretty easy. So the Fox and the Crow says you're gonna get more responses with honey than with vinegar. Basically, check out the. So I want to just point out there's one thing we can glean. I'm gonna say, and I'm curious what you think, Jeremy, but I'm gonna say it is: remember to never write a cold email that makes a recipient feel like they're not doing their job well.
Yeah. Or they're stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm looking at you, compliance people, you're selling the compliance space. Don't say that they're, about to get a lawsuit on their hands and that they're not set up for, like, a CCO does not want to read that, much less discuss that with you. That's the wrong approach.
I learned this lesson when I actually reached out to financial planners in Australia. Most of their website was actually atrocious. And I say like, hey, your website is not looking good. Let me help you out to do that. And then I was sort of taken aback by not getting any sort of like replies. And then it became pretty obvious that, maybe I was talking to the person who designed the website. And so they don't want to tell to their boss, like, hey, boss, a website that really sucks. Then these guys can do. Like, I did a terrible job with it. I recognize it. And like, that's not going to happen. And people don't like, they feel insulted. Like, man, I spent like 6 weeks on it. And then you're just telling me it's horrible.
Right. So what I'm afraid of is we end this episode without a little bit more concrete know-how instilled in the listener here. So what I would also suggest, let's make this a little bit better, Jeremy. So
yeah.
Hello, my name is V gets deleted. And if they really are a local representative, tell them what part of the city they live in.
Yeah, I was about to say it. Like, what city, where exactly? Just mention it.
Or use the liking principle. Hey, we're both located in X city.
That's right.
I've been here my whole life and went to this school or
go Tiger or whatever, right?
There you go. In fact, you could build a campaign on
instead of your inspiration.
It's got to be in your people in your city that maybe went to the same college in the town. There's going to be lots of business owners that graduated. If that's it would be great if it said like, hey, we both live in this city and we're both alums of this, go Tigers or whatever. Now, okay, I want this guy to do good. What do you got? And so you can maybe say like, hey, I'm just taking introducing myself to other business owners. I do work for AT&T, but really I'm focused on understanding your IT challenges. If you're up for it, I typically we're able to save 34% by, changing a few things, but that's really what I'm hoping to do is, get to meet nearby business, whatever. That's a bad template, but it would have done a lot better because they're playing the local card and using that consultative approach. That's not insulting, right?
Love it. Last thing I would say, like, what would you actually change for? It's fine. You don't need to share again.
Yeah.
But what would you actually say for the subject instead of crush your competition?
Great question. Like, so it would be,
am I actually really trying to crush my competition? Like,
no, I don't think so. And certainly not with a faster internet or cheaper plan or something. So, so if it's a consultative approach and we're, playing the local card. I wonder.
what do you think of that? Like, hey, care to help a fellow West
Fellow,
Philadelphia
yeah,
guy
it
or
could just
whatever?
be like, yeah, like fellow tiger or something like that. That would be a wonderful subject line. It could also be, Miami business owner. That's less good, but try fellow tiger. I like that best.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I'd like
Cool.
to leave the podcast on a little story about me reaching out to LinkedIn. You know how my love
Oh,
for LinkedIn, right? And I
yes.
went on
It's
a
Valentine's Day coming up. This is perfect timing.
to cancel your subscription of LinkedIn. No, I don't know. But I jumped on a demo call with one guy. I was like super young, right?
On LinkedIn.
It was a demo call for the recruiter version.
Ah, interesting.
I
Yeah, yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
just buy the recruiter. I had to jump on 2 demo calls, one to validate me, and the second one to, potentially offer me, an option to actually buy their products. Like, why do you make it so complicated? But anyway, the second guy was just like that youngster, just fresh out of school. And the guy had the guts to look me in the eyes and say, Jeremy, don't worry. I help thousands of
Oh.
startups growing. If you need my help, I'm here. Just call me if you need some growth advice. And I'm like, yeah, right. Um, why am I talking to this person already? And let me tell
That's
you, it
awkward.
didn't fare very well with me. But anyway, I
Did
kept it for
okay.
myself. And but
Uh-huh.
now I'm sharing it.
But no, that's good. Yeah, but that's
That's the
uh,
same spirit of this email,
it's such
basically.
yes. So how do you there's an art to offering advice in a way that is not um insulting, right? Like
That's
what if
right.
okay, let's fix that dialogue because I like fixing problems, otherwise I get this weird itch that I can't get rid of. So if they would have said like,
All right,
look,
thank you,
I'm
everyone. This is the end of this podcast. Jack, that
so
was awesome.
hold on though. Is it true that like a little bit of humbleness goes a long way?
I love humbleness. Like I really can't stand arrogance, right? Whenever I see, and that's why some of my competitors I really respect. In fact, this morning I was in a call with one of my competitor. We just have a lot of mutual respect to each other. We're just 2 guys. We're trying to do our best, and we share some of the stories and some of our miserable experience with Google and stuff like that. It's fine, but
Yeah.
some I wouldn't mingle with them. Like they're full of themselves. Their ego is bigger than themselves. Like why would I want to spend time with those guys? Like it's
Absolutely.
I hate that. So anyway, that's
Yeah.
that's my that's
But
my
you're
point.
right. And so I think the action item here, the antidote to this is inject some humbleness in your cold email. The person could have been saying like, Jeremy, I'm brand new. I graduated 2 years ago. I've been lucky enough to work with,
I love it.
now a couple of great founders here, name drop a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm really into X right now. So if you want to brainstorm that, by all means,
Yeah.
maybe there's something here, right? And that may have been
Man,
appreciated.
here is some people that is appreciative of it's like those 20 years old life coach. Dude, you haven't lived a life yet. Yeah, it's like it feels like that exactly. Anyway, we can ramble a lot. It's awesome. It's so
It's
fun.
true.
But
Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay. Thank you, Jeremy.
more
That
mindful
good.
in your cold email. That's basically what we're saying.
Okay. All right. Humbleness goes a long way. AT&T, we believe in you.
Yeah,
Keep
go
at it.
crush it.
And yeah, go crush it. All right, Jeremy. Catch you next time. Thanks, man.
Bye, Jack.
Bye.
Awesome episode.